One thing for me, when it comes to fishing, right, you kind of allow your mind to think a bit, and the chance of you surviving or even being alive is honestly, if you think about it, if you actually take time to think about it, it's quite a miracle if you ask me. And if you don't feel alive, go fishing. If you don't feel alive, go do something that'll make you feel alive. For me, fishing makes me feel more than alive. Even if, like I said, I don't catch fish. I could be sat doing absolutely squat all, but I'll look at the water, I look at these ducks here in front of me, I look at my rods, and I haven't caught a fish here in like weeks, eh? When I say weeks, maybe 2 weeks, but still, for me, that's a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm disappointed about something that is of a matter. Like you could wake up in the morning and think to yourself, ah, I'm tired, or I don't want to do what I want to do. And whatever the reason might be, you still got to do what drives you in life. And for me, it's fishing. So I do this, even if I don't feel up for it. I do it because I need to do it, if that makes sense. So whatever it is in life that puts you down or makes you feel like you're not worth anything. I'm not saying do fishing. I'm not saying do drugs. I'm not saying drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes. I'm saying get out there. Get out there, get moving, get out there and do something with your life that you as a child made you want to become an adult, made you want to experience life. Yeah, cool. If you're not earning any cash, just do what makes you happy then. I mean, fishing for me cost me absolutely nothing today. Well, it cost me maybe like 100 rand, which is $10 or 20 or 10 or £5, or you know what I mean. So, like for me, it's like I've come here, I've spent 20 rand on bread, and I found rigs in the banks, like fishing rigs and that kind of stuff. And for me, that was a bonus. And then the first cast I chucked out of the new rigs that I found, I didn't even check my rod, and then it was wrapped around the tip, and it just absolutely snapped. So that was a bonus for me, even though I lost that. And I was like, oh no, I lost this now. Now I feel kind of bad, because now I've left sort of a death trap for fish in the water, which is a painful experience for any fisherman, if you know what I'm talking about. But I saw the hooks are mustard, so like not titanium for like ocean fishing and that kind of stuff. So they are just mustards, which I think are actually a mix of copper and cobalt and that kind of stuff. So they're alloy. So they'll rust away quick. So I can't be too shocked about that. But you know, I think most people don't realize that even if you're living in a city, you can easily get outside. Drive 5Ks away. There's no massive cities in the world where you can't just step outside, even like Dubai as an example. Oh, cool, you can't fish there probably. I don't know if I've only been to the airport, but it's a big city. New York, it's a big city, but if you want to go outside, you can easily drive north of New York and you can get into upper state, that kind of stuff, and you can go fishing. Get a rod, get a fly rod. I do a lot of fly fishing myself. I just don't video it because it's not really available for me now to video for something like that. But just to go outside and actually enjoy life, and just go fly fishing. Even if you live in the US, that's what I always say. It's like that would be my dream location to live and proactively fish for a living, even if I'm gutting the fish, even if I'm doing anything like that, I'll go straight to like northern USA, Alaska, Canada, that kind of stuff, the Great Lakes, California. Just go and do some fishing, some proactive fishing. Go and actually learn something new. And for me, like, yeah, sitting here like this now, it's like I'm only doing this for my own sort of pleasure. I haven't caught anything. Cool, I don't mind that though. But I'm doing this because I actually enjoy it. And if there was any like opportunity that was available for me to go overseas and do proactive fishing, like, as a career, I would definitely sign up within the next like 10 seconds. Don't even ask me why. The reason is because I enjoy it. But I also don't like butchering fish, this and that, but I enjoy catching fish. Because catching fish to me is like gambling, you go to the casino, you hit the blackjack, you hit the roulette. Yeah, you could catch it, but you could not catch. And that's for me now. It's like I haven't caught a fish in almost 2 weeks. And that's the biggest gamble that I've had to go through now in the last couple of months, So for all you those people that don't want to do something to change their lives, and I'm I'm all for you, but if there was a way to change it, look at your childhood, look at what made you happy back then, and follow that dream. For me, it was my father. He told me, go fishing, do it, get it done. If you don't catch, so be it. If you catch, what a bonus. You know what I mean? So for me, it was just like, get out there, do what makes you happy. And this is what makes me the happiest man in the world.